Okay, hello. Oh shit. That's a terrible start. So yeah, I said I may and may not do a progress video on this. So I decided to do it. Just to show you what I've done so far. Now I've done all of, well, not every single memory cell yet. I've done almost every memory cell up until OR. I've skipped M and N, the letter M and the letter N, because I need a bigger memory cell for them. I thought I'd just show you the power system I'm going to be using for these. I'm going to use this vertical power method, but to use it I have to use inverters with every second layer. As you see, there's 3 inverters there. And to get the power to go to them, I'm going to use a piston, which is going to be activated by this snore latch over here, which is a 3x3 square with redstone torches on blocks. Now, you can see the wiring running under this, which is a pulse generator, which was on the pre-programmed ticker display by VoxelTooth, which I linked in the description of the last video if you didn't see it. And I also linked the last video, but this is the video responses at the same time. Now, this is just what I've done to figure it all out, or attempt to anyway. So you push the button, which activates the snore latch, brings power over to the piston, completing the circuit. Now, this circuit is hooked up to the pulse generator, which is hooked up to the block connected to the opposite side of the snore latch, connected to this button. Now, if you look to the left when I press this button, you will notice the piston stays down, the torches start to flicker, and you can also see the redstone repeaters lighting up. Or maybe not. Now, if you notice, if you press enter again, nothing happens because the circuit is incomplete. The piston is retracted, and this is a sticky piston. The piston has retracted, bringing the block back up with it. Ooh, an egg. Might make cake, even though it's a lie. Oh, I need to go all the way up to the top to get it done. Oh yeah, one more thing. These are the memory cells I was talking about. Now, if you look at it very carefully, you'll notice that it's sort of a smiley face. It's just because I put a load of holes in it, so it's easier for me to reach what's there and what's not. Now, these are the 2x3, which are actually 5x5 memory blocks. The actual pixel parts of it though are 2 and then 3. This where there's red and blue wool. Each red wool is 1 pixel, and the blue wool is the receptor for the pixel. Basically, what happens is the power will come up and into this. It'll come up into this first red block. It'll make a pixel for this, for the top of the ore, and then it'll go over to this red block, make a pixel there, and it won't make a pixel for the rest of the line. But if you go down through it, you'll see repeaters here as well for the rest of the ore. Basically, it's the same thing. The power runs through, it goes around in a circle, comes back, and it hits the blue blocks again. So yeah, I just said I'd do a video pretty much explaining what I said in the last video, and explaining my power source. All this is going to be underground, including the pulse. I think that I'm just going to use one pulse generator, and I'm going to connect it up to all of them. It's going to take me so long though. I still have the letters M, N, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z to do. So I still have their memory blocks to do. And I also have to figure out a system for connecting the outputs to the screen. That's why I'm not putting these on surface. I'm putting it underground, because putting it underground will actually allow me to. Putting it underground will allow me the space to connect all of these up to the display, which I think I'm going to push in a little notch I have over here. Yeah, here. I think I'm going to put it over here. I'm not sure yet. All this big editing was done with MC Edit. Just see if it works good with no fog on. And obviously it's going to be laggy while it's generating the close terrain, but yeah, as I said, this is a really old computer. Now you'll be able to see most of the memory blocks. Now, most of these memory blocks I built straight from scratch, but as you can see in the top left, just above my, just there. There's where, that's the basics, that's the first level of the memory block, basically. And I was just testing my copy paste there, and I was also testing it over here. I was just figuring out how the copy and paste and the position commands worked. As you can see, there is a very top B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, O, P. Yeah, so I've gone L, O, P instead of M, N, L, M, N, O, P, because M and N are bigger, and I'm going to need to do a bigger memory block for them. But yeah, so I'm just going to get these all wired up for power, and then, I don't know really. I have to make a hollow zone underneath this though, to house all the power, house all the cables for it. There's going to be so many latches for this. The one thing I'm going to have to figure out is how I need to connect this button, which is going to be the enter button. I'm going to need to connect that up to the actual wiring. As I said, builder, you have infinite of everything, so... Oh, look, a chicken. Yeah, so that's really the basics of it all. Oh my god, there's two of them. Oh, look, another one. I'm trying to kill them, but eggs don't seem to hurt chickens, which is kind of ironic. In some sense. And yeah, so I was just really wanted to show you the power system and what I meant by the 2x3 memory blocks. So I hope this relieved any confusion you had at the end of the last video. Yeah, I'll try this again. Yeah, I think it isn't working while I'm recording. It worked before this. It's probably the lag from recording. But yes, so that's what I'm trying to show you. The Oris NOR latch basically turns buttons into levers. You push one button, the power goes to one side. Push a different button, the power returns to the other side. Now, as you see, nothing is hooked up to this side. The piston is hooked up to that one. And because I have so many delays there, it's delaying the piston impulse and the piston withdrawal until the pulse actually goes to it. And once the pulse goes to it, it flies up and over, and hopefully they'll all go in sync. If not, I'm going to have to rewire this entire power system. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to connect it up to a display to test the power system or not. So yeah, so once again, thanks for watching. Thumb up, comment, subscribe, and always stay chilled.